What's going on, guys? So in just a minute, they're going to be doing the college football playoff reveal. This is after championship Saturday. Pretty sure you're going to see it be Georgia, Michigan, TCU, Ohio State. And you may not like that, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to see here. I think it's going to be Georgia, Michigan, TCU, Ohio State. Of course, you had Nick Saban begging at halftime during the Big Ten game, trying to clamber his way in, and basically what he said is that's the best. We have the best two losses. They don't have any good wins though. It's gonna be interesting to see what we come up with here. So I think USC is completely out of it. There's no way they're getting in. TCU has been living close to the fire all season. I kind of said that earlier, and as you can tell, it bit them in the behind last night. So Georgia goes out, handles business, hangs 50 on. What was that team again? Oh yeah, LSU. So take this. I got a cover here. I'm going to take this cover off, guys. See if it improves the quality here. That actually improved it quite a bit. That thing was in the way. I want to do that. So there's no way that Alabama's getting in. I'm sorry you guys feel that way. Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. So there's no way Alabama's getting in. Alabama's got 2 losses. USC's only got 1 loss. I would actually put USC in ahead of Alabama. You may call me crazy, but I'm just telling you right now, you don't need to be getting in with 2 losses and no conference championship. These guys sitting around the table up here confusing each other about what actually happened. I still don't understand why Tennessee is not ranked above Alabama, even though they beat Alabama head to head. What's up, Sarah? If TCU keeps the same rank after a loss, the playoff committee can't be questioned. They likely, who are you going to say is better? What one-loss team are you going to say better? Because at the end of the day, wins and losses have to matter. So if you're not going to put in a one-loss team, you got to put in a 2-loss team, and that just doesn't make sense. So and if that does make sense, then you got to take Tennessee over Alabama, and then people don't want to do that. So is what it is. TCU, all these guys are standing around hoping and praying they get in. Questionable plays in that game. Never should have been close. And if TCU gets in, whoever they play, they're going to get killed. If Ohio State gets in, they play Georgia, they're going to get killed. The Ohio State better hope that they get second, they get 3rd seed, so that they can play Michigan again. I think you're right, Alex. What's up, Cliff? Appreciate you guys being here. Hit a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. There's about 15 of you guys in here starting off. We appreciate you being here. I only got 3 thumbs up. I know we can do better than that, guys. Georgia goes out. Georgia outrushed LSU 255 yards to 47. So somebody was saying how they hung a bunch of pass yards on Georgia. I don't know who that was. Can't remember your name, sir, but I'm going to go tell you right now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many pass yards you get. It doesn't matter how many rush yards you get. Kick returns, penalties, sideline warnings, unsportsmanlike conduct, second down conversion rate percentage, how many third string spent time in the game in the second quarter, the amount of Gatorade it has absolutely nothing to do with anything other than the scoreboard at the end as to what matters. So you can say, hey, I got a bunch of passing yards on Georgia. Did it help? It didn't help. It didn't do anything. So yeah. Somebody needs to go watch Ricky Bobby. If you're not first, you're last. If you think passing yards wins you national championships, you haven't watched Georgia play. Both Michigan and Georgia have absolutely proved that a quality defense dramatically helps the team. So
And I think the big question to me, Jesse, is 3.
I really don't want to see them do the 5 and 6 runner-ups that nobody cares. Those are irrelevant, illegitimate bragging rights. What's up, Melinda? 1998. I guess that's for your Tennessee fans.
And do they hold 3? That's the big question
to me they've got a better win against a common opponent in Texas than Alabama, who some people are wondering, did they sneak into the top 4? And I think
I don't think Alabama has any business being in the top 4. And if they do, there's something seriously wrong. That would be blatant disrespect to both Ohio State and TCU. It just would. And don't give me that whole thing about, well, who would they be favored against? That has nothing to do with it, sir. You line up, you play against the teams you play against, and at the end of the season, you have a better record. It just so you're saying if a team lined up against Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, TCU, Michigan, Ohio State, and I don't know, USC, Oregon, and that was their schedule. And they lost 4 of those games, but they're great teams. We lost to great teams. They deserve to be in there. Absolutely not.
Ohio State was clearly the committee's favorite throughout the season when the resumes were very.
I think Ohio State's going to get in. I really do, and I think they should. The only team they lost to, and it was really close until the fourth quarter, was Michigan. I mean, who's?
Are they willing to do that as well? Yeah. Because you just saw that a couple weeks ago.
I think Georgia ends up playing Ohio State, and I think Georgia's going to absolutely smack them around. That's what I think is going to happen. I think that you're going to see TCU play Michigan, and Michigan's going to blow them out. And I think you're going to see Georgia play Michigan, and it'll be Georgia by 2 scores. That's what I think is going to happen. If you ask me why I think that's going to happen, is because I look at the teams that Georgia played this year. I look at the teams Georgia played last year. Guess who we played last year? Michigan. Their stats were very similar last year in the Big Ten as to what they are right now. So do I expect them to be world beaters? No, I don't. I expect them to do well against the opponents they play against. I think the whole of college football is mostly down this year. I think Georgia lost, what was it, 15 players to the draft, and we're still number 1 in the country. You know. Yeah, I think Georgia beats Ohio State. Bama gets in, would love everyone to lose their mind. Yeah.
Well, Reese, Georgia accomplished a huge goal they had set, which is this team.
Georgia wanted to go undefeated in the regular season, which we did. We went undefeated in the regular season, won the championship game, hung half 100 on LSU, and did a 2-point conversion just to be salty about it. I think they really irritated Kirby Smart whenever they did the whole 2-point conversion thing. You were down 28 points or something. You want to do a 2-point conversion? That's petty. Welcome to the SEC, sir. We actually play in a conference championship here, Brian Kelly. I know you're not used to that, but around here we play with a little more class than that.
He's got a whole plan about how he will keep this team.
And if you do something silly like that, somebody in the SEC will come back and do it to you later. Georgia decided to just go ahead and do it to you now. Not only did you not convert the 2-point conversion, Georgia showed you how to do a 2-point conversion, even though they were up 20-plus points on you. So, congratulations, Brian Kelly. You have officially pissed off one of the powerhouses in the SEC. Not smart. So, really, when we get a new television, I'm going to be so much happier because this TV, just because it's plasma, I think. The LED, it doesn't do well. It's like I have to hold it down here because the angle is all weird. Which teams are making the NCAA wildcard games? Since they're going to stupidly adding 12 teams. I'm okay with adding 12 teams. USC drops to 5 at least, if not 6. I think they shouldn't drop any lower than 5 though. That's just my opinion. Sarah's got the right idea. She said hit the thumbs up. So all of you so far throughout the season that have contributed to the channel, given super chats and all this other stuff, I really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. It does help. There's a lot of hours spent on making videos, and there's stuff behind the scenes you guys don't see. There's hours that are spent making videos. That's not just recording the video; it's finding the other content to go with it. So you guys supporting the channel really does help out. Bama shouldn't be higher than probably 6, to be honest with you. 2 losses and no conference championship. I mean, that sets a really ridiculous precedent. I think the playoff committee is probably going to go down the road of continuing the trend of no 2-loss team gets in, just because this format is going away, and they will keep that. I think they will keep that format with no 2-loss team getting in the future until this goes away.
Ryan Day had his staff meeting at around 10 o'clock. Players are hanging out in the back there. They will watch.
I think I got one.
Get ready for
for the month ahead of them. But there is an optimism in this building that did not exist 1 week ago, and they want to make sure that if given the opportunity to play in the college football playoff, they will seize that opportunity and potentially salvage their season. Now let's go over to Chris Budden, who is standing by with TCU.
Standing by with TCU.
Jen, how about this? A year ago, Sonny Dykes was standing.
She's on. They were showing her on the right hand side of the screen, and that same reporter was actually on the TV in the background that had it a split screen. So there must be a little bit of delay. See, now I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but now both of them are on that screen, both her and now it's her in the background.
Also, when you look at what happened in 2014, when TCU and Baylor were both left out,
Bama should not be higher than sixth. They should not be higher than sixth. I think that a one-loss TCU, excuse me, not a one. Yeah, one-loss TCU should be higher. A one-loss USC should be higher. She got.
I don't know who they played last year, but.
I had an extensive conversation with him about all these scenarios. He touched on 2 specific points. Number 1, vulnerability. What does that mean? It means
Nonsense.
how does your team lose and when
Oh, you want up? Hold on. Come here. Come on. Say hi.
On the road, on the last
Hi.
play, with a quarterback that wasn't 100%. And he said,
I think TCU does deserve an opportunity to play in the playoffs. I mean, they were the runner-up of their conference, but they played dominant all season. They were undefeated up until that point. That's hard to do. Yeah, I know.
And my team had no
That's mad. Oh, big mad. Say hi.
And not only were they bad losses,
Hi.
they were bad losses late in the season. The other big point that he touched on was
She likes my ears.
if we played against these
They're
other
big
teams,
enough.
would we be favored or would we be the underdog? You tell me. And if we would be favored, then we're probably one of the best 4 teams, which is ultimately last thing.
Well, if you're one of the best 4 teams, you would have done a lot better than you did, because by that sentiment, LSU should get in.
Are you national championship caliber? And he said, without question, absolutely national championship caliber. Reese?
Well, the expansion going to 12 teams is going to create, like right now we have 4 teams, so 4 teams create 2 games. So it's going to be interesting because, I mean, what do? How do you have a 12-team playoff? Because you're going to have somebody's going to get bye weeks, so that's going to make it interesting. So you're going to have when the first goes by, you're going to have 3 winners. Somebody gets a bye week, so they got to play an extra game. I don't like that idea, but that's just me. I would much rather prefer it to be 8 teams, because then you got 4 teams and then 2 teams. So the 12 teams just doesn't. I don't like that. I don't like the whole bye week thing. That's one less week that you have to worry about. That's one less week you have to worry about a loss. It's one extra game you have to play. Is an injury, can an injury happen? When you got these high caliber teams, high power teams playing against each other, you got basically NFL players all over the fields on both teams. People are going to be out there playing wide open, trying to win championships, trying to win these playoff games. And somebody's going to, I mean, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to get hurt. I mean, look at what just happened in one of these, God, which team was it? Like the quarterback got injured. Was it USC? It was USC. Guy got Williams got injured. Was hobbling around on the field. Done. I mean, he threw for like 300 something yards, rushed for like another 70 or 80 or something. What baby? All right, go see mom a minute. There you go. Where are we going? We're going in circles. Okay, we're going in circles.
We don't deserve to win.
This is what she's doing. She's running me in a circle.
It's about 30 yards.
Can't do that. I'll get dizzy, fall down. You screaming for your mama all morning. Go get some bite. Go get a bite. There you go. So, here's what I would like to see. Silly goose. One of the things I do like about them expanding the playoffs is that now a lot of these after season games are going to have a lot more energy, people are going to care about it a lot more. It's going to create a lot more interest in college football, especially in the postseason. You'll have less players opting out for games. It's going to keep the season alive a little bit longer, which I like, because what has happened here traditionally in the past several years is that you'll end up in the postseason game and you got half the players that they drop out of the game, and so they don't play because they're worried about getting hurt because they want to go in the NFL, which is fine. I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. Football is a team sport, and the rest of your team is out there playing. You should be too. I understand both sides of the coin, but I'm always going to feel that way. If you want to play on the team, and the team's playing, you should be playing too. It's just the way I feel about it. Sorry, not sorry.
Santa Claus, Indiana. Just snow.
Those fans, I know that we're just fans, but the fans are the ones that drive this industry. If it wasn't for the fans, there would be no college football on television. It would be like, has anybody seen the badminton tournament, the UK? No, because nobody watches that stuff. It doesn't happen. Go show Bubby. Go show Bubby. I see that. I'm getting stream sniped over here by a toddler.
Surprise.
Say hello.
Oh, we weren't expecting you.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing here? Hey,
Hi.
let's go.
Say hi.
You replaced me with star quarterback.
Oh, turned it off.
Oh no.
So yeah, but I mean, what you're essentially looking at is that all these teams are going to expand. You're going to see, the playoffs going to expand. You're going to see all these extra teams playing. The Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, the Peach Bowl. All these bowls are going to mean something again, finally. And I feel like a lot of those players didn't feel that way for a long time. They were not interested in playing in these games because, it's a Peach Bowl. They don't care. Oh, it's a Sugar Bowl. They don't care. If we're not in the playoff, and it's not a game that is a championship, we don't care. Okay, so you win Sugar Bowl. What's that mean to them? It doesn't mean anything. That's why they don't care anything about it. So this is going to bring some of that back, which is good for college football. It's good for the fans. It's good for the sport. It's going to make college football a lot more interesting, especially here later in the season. All right, let's get to it. I actually have to sit down and watch the Georgia game versus LSU. I was only able to catch bits and pieces. We were at a work event at a racing facility, so the kids running around playing arcades. We were doing race cars. By the way, yours truly had the fastest lap, 33.465 seconds per lap. So my big behind out there. That if you ever get a chance to go to a Mario Andretti racing simulator thingy, go do that. It's not a simulator. It's like these fast electric go-karts, crazy fast, like scare you fast. You put your foot in it, whoo, it'll go. TCU should drop to 4. Losses matter. Okay, so if TCU drops to 4, you're going to put Ohio State over them? I don't think they're going to do that because I don't think they want to see an immediate replay of the Michigan versus Ohio. They're not going to do that. Appreciate that, Sarah. Well, at least we didn't get 2 SEC teams in. I've heard that before. Let's see.
A lot of interviews, a lot of talk, a lot of matchup talk. You guys ready? So ready.
Are we ready? Are we going to do this or what?
No, I don't. I have no idea. No, I have no idea. Hey, you gotta get those. I got it all right. Well, you have. You're not new here.
He's got Blistex or Carmex. I know what that is. That's Carmex. You guys probably can't see it. We got Carmex sitting on the table. Lips this chap. I can't take Kirk Herbstreit or any of these guys seriously because a lot of them picked Tennessee to beat Georgia, so it ain't like you guys know what you're talking about. Playoff committee doesn't factor in rematches when they're making rankings. I 100% don't believe that, sir. 100% don't believe that. If you don't think this thing isn't founded on the money of broadcasting in these games, you ain't paying attention. Here we go. Number 6. Oh, number 1, Georgia, of course. I thought they were going to go 6 up, but they started at the top. This is going to be Michigan. There's no doubt here.
Typical number 1 team that just got better as the year went on. Dealt with the pressure of being the defending champs. the offense, the defense gets a lot of the attention because of Kirby.
Getting a lot of glare off of the TV for some reason. That's better, I think. So,
And a quarterback that plays with a chip on his shoulder. Alabama, Clemson, LSU previously have been #1 seeds in the college football playoff. Now Georgia joins them.
yeah, I'm trying not to get all your craft stuff on the table, honey. My wife's doing crafts and cookies and stuff, so the table's got stuff all over it. Of course, Michigan at #2. We all knew that, right? We all knew. Here we go. Zach said, come on, committee, do the right thing. It's based on money. I'm telling you. You're going to see right here, you're going to see TCU, and then you're going to see Ohio State, and then you're going to see Alabama, and then you're going to see USC. Because they don't want to snub Alabama. They don't want to knock them down too low. That's what I think anyway. These two may be reversed, but I bet you that's how it goes. All right, come on, chop, chop, #3. Let's go. Talkity talk, walkity walk. Let's go. Of course, Dawg's on top. What's up? I mean, it's all because Nick Saban put out that one video at halftime in the Big Ten game, begging to be on this list. He just wants to say he was on the list, y'all. Come on. He don't actually want to play with a busted up quarterback he's got. He don't want to get embarrassed again. I don't know. It's because they got to talk about stuff that don't matter.
#1. That would place Michigan in the Fiesta Bowl in Phoenix. And the question is, will it be a rematch against
It's not going to be Ohio State. I'm telling you, it's not going to be Ohio State. They don't want to do that. They're going to change it up because of broadcasting. Told you. Who told you? I told you. That's right. I told you. I told you. TCU #3, of course. Told you. Now get ready, Ohio State, Georgia. I'm telling you. Yeah, we didn't get knocked out. They're so happy they're still in it. They're so happy they're still in it. Y'all finna get embarrassed by Michigan. Remember this moment. TCU's gonna be playing Michigan. Woo! Losses don't matter. It's hard to say that's deserved whenever you lose a game, but you don't drop a rank. I think that's the only time this season that's happened. You lost a game, you didn't drop a rank. Bama fans about to be mad. Come on, Bama. Here we go. Because Bama, mad, big mad, Ohio State. Here we go. Roll, tears, roll, Ultra Dog says. Who wins, Alabama or Austin Pay? Here we go. See what we got. KZO. Nobody cares. That's already up there. Give me the other games. Come on. Who we got? It was not a blowout loss till the very end, and that just got away from Ohio State at the very end. They played that whole game tight. Ohio State is going to be #4, I promise you, because this matchup right here is going to draw a lot of money in that show. You watch. Oh, Big Dog again. Big Dog, you're killing them, man. You're killing them. Go see Mama, baby. Go see Mom. I know you want. The only time you want to see me is when I'm doing this. All right, come on. Oh, you killing me, kid. Stand up. Stand up. Now you want to juke all over the place, kid. You got to get down. You're killing me. All right. It's either going to be USC or Alabama, but I'm going to tell you, I think they're going to put Alabama right here. Alabama right here, #5.
And there's nobody that should show up more disrespected and angry than Ohio State. It's a team that committed.
Watch this. I'm telling you. Watch them do something crazy. I'll put Oregon up there. Funny man crying in his pajama shorts. I appreciate that, Truth. Told you it was going to be Ohio State. Now watch. You're going to get Alabama right here, #5, because they want to Nick Saban. Oh, big dog, killing them, killing them. Oh, they put Tennessee in 6. A lot of people didn't want to see that game. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. 3 out of the 6. Oh my goodness! I killing them. They kicked USC completely out. They're like, get out of here. We'll take Tennessee. What's gonna happen? Tennessee's already played Alabama. Everybody, I guess, wants to see the rematch. I'm gonna laugh. Alabama beats them again. Good Lord. Georgia number 1, Michigan number 2, TCU number 3, Ohio State number 4, and I told you it was going to be Alabama number 5. Alabama number 5, and somehow they snuck in Tennessee at number 6. I personally feel like those two should be flip-flop, but it don't really matter because they're still playing the same game, still playing in the same place, so it don't matter. Georgia is going to be playing Saturday, December 31st at 8 Eastern Time. Michigan TCU is going to be playing at 4 Eastern Time. And then the national championship game will be played January 9th at 7:30, and all of these games are going to be on ESPN. It's going to be a long month. Georgia gets a ton of time to prepare for Ohio State, which we will do. But the fortunate thing is that we have a video, we have the tape of Ohio State playing Michigan. So not only do we have all of the tape on Ohio State's games and Michigan's games, which is fine, but we have a tape of those two playing each other. So that's going to be very helpful for us. I think Todd Monken is going to put together an outstanding game plan against both of these teams. I don't think Michigan or Ohio State really we're going to play Ohio State no matter what. I don't think we're going to play TCU. If we play TCU, I'm not worried about them. I'm more worried about Michigan than I am TCU. If we end up playing Michigan, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know about Lab McConkey, haven't checked on it, but I will find out and let you know later. I can tell you right now that if we end up playing Michigan, Michigan is the only one here that we would have any problems with. But I also think Michigan has the same problem it had last year. They are not as near as physical as Georgia. I feel like if tomorrow LSU and Michigan played, I feel like LSU could probably beat Michigan. I'm just saying. We're going to play and destroy 3 different teams in Atlanta this season. Ain't it great? But, man, we're playing in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. They're playing in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. But don't worry, Brian Kelly. You don't have to worry about getting your family tickets to these games because you're not playing in them, sir. Go home and work on your Cajun accent. No hooker quarterback for Tennessee. Balls if Bama plays, then we'll be starting over disrespect. Yeah, that's right. I forgot Henry Hooker was out. Well, that game ain't gonna be worth watching then. But I'm gonna tell you right now, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if you got players opt out on both sides. I'm just saying. Liberty hiring Jamie Chadwell as head coach. Greased a 7-year deal, more than $4 million per year. I'm telling you right now, guys, this is pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. 5 and 6 don't play, do they? 5 and 6 don't play. Yeah, they play. They get a bowl game. They get a New Year's 6 day game. They say, well, here's the resume. So they're saying strength of schedule Ohio State 4. Strength of schedule 9 for Alabama. Strength of resume 5. Best win Penn State. Best win Texas. I'm sorry, Ohio State deserved it more. Get mad if you want to, Bama fans. I'm sorry about your luck, but Alabama should not be playing in the national championship in the college football playoffs because they have 2 losses. Ohio State only has 1. I'm sorry, the only team they lost to is ranked number 2 in the country right now. And there's 2 people that'll make an argument that they should be ranked 1. So, yeah. Freeze to Auburn. Oh, well, I guess that proves that either they unblackballed him or that was a complete lie. But one of the 2. But I think he'll do fine over there. I think he's going to have a hard time recruiting against Nick Saban. But if you're going to step in and try to recruit against Nick Saban, now is the time. So we'll see what he can do. I don't know if he's going to be able to compete in the SEC. We'll see what happens. I know that the NCAA is going to keep a magnifying glass on Auburn for a long time, though, because they've been caught. I mean, they've been caught outright caught. Fortunately, though, with NIL and all that stuff coming along, it may relieve the possibility of a lot of that stuff that they were doing before being an issue, because now you have different ways to pay players. What was that? All right, guys, well, that's pretty much it for me. I appreciate you guys being on here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. We're going to be making more videos, especially about the upcoming season, what's going to go on. Christmas is on the way. Dogs undefeated in the regular season and in the SEC championship. Bringing home another one. Really appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share. More videos along the way. Have a great day. God bless. Dogs on top. Go Dogs.